Hey everybody, and welcome to Technology and Toys, and today's video is a first for the channel and hopefully, probably, maybe, definitely not a last. Today's video is the long-awaited hands-on first impressions and unboxing of Apple's brand new iPhone XS Max. This just came about 5 minutes ago, so I haven't even pulled the plastic off the box. This is the 256GB version. I'm excited, so I'm just going to jump straight into the box. Alright, outer plastic is off. Top of the box is off. We're going to take a look at what we get in the little pouch. We get a quick start guide, which we'll take a look at in a second. We get a SIM ejector tool, which is pretty cool. User guide, safety and handling, and then of course your Apple stickers. So inside this little booklet it says, "Welcome to iPhone. Face ID recognizes your face to unlock iPhone, authorize Apple Pay payments, and perform other tasks. Control center, swipe down from the upper right corner to quickly take a photo, turn on room lights, control your music and more. Home, swipe up to go home. And then you have the ring and silent switch. Choose ring mode or silent mode, volume buttons, adjust audio volume, tap to wake, tap anywhere on the screen to wake iPhone, 3D touch access menus, shortcuts, and content by pressing the screen with 3D touch. There's the side button, press once to sleep or wake. Press twice to activate Apple Pay. Press and hold to turn on iPhone or activate Siri. And then it says to check out the Tips app to get the most out of your iPhone. Press and hold the side button and either volume button to turn off iPhone or make an emergency call. Charging, place iPhone with screen facing up on AirPower. So I guess Apple still is making AirPower. Or Qi certified wireless charger. You can also use the lightning connector to charge your iPhone and connect accessories. So now that I've been teasing you guys long enough, let's get our first look at it. Ooh, that's a big phone. Ooh, that's a chunky phone too. That's heavy. Alright, we're going to put that to the side for a second. In here we have our lightning earpods, and this generation of iPhone does not come with a lightning to 3.5mm audio jack adapter. So yeah, if you don't have AirPods or if you don't have these, you're gonna need to buy that separately. You have your standard 5-watt power brick, which, I mean, for a $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 phone, you think you'd be able to get something that's a bit more powerful than 5 watts, but whatever. And then your lightning to USB-A cable to charge it up. I'm going to stick everything back in the box, and we're going to take a look at the phone itself. Alright, so here is the phone itself. It is massive. So I actually have two phones over here to compare it to. This is Apple's iPhone 6, so this is the same size as a 6, 6S, 7, or 8, and it is huge. And this is all screen, except for this little cutout right here. This is all screen, all the way around. So whereas this only lights up that, this is all screen, and when this turns on, it's all gonna light up. And then just for giggles, I have a iPhone 4S, which is one of the smallest iPhones Apple's ever made. And that right there should tell you exactly how big this phone is. It's huge. So this is all three of the models that I have on hand, on top of each other. That's the side. That's the bottom. Top. And then around the back. This gold color, we originally thought it was going to be the same gold as the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus last year. But iJustine made a video, which I'll have linked down below at the timestamp there where she compared them. And they're slightly different. The stainless steel border around the edge is really, really gold. Alright, so here's the fun part. there we have it, the iPhone XS Max and all of its fingerprinty glory. Unfortunately, I can't turn this on right now because there's some issue that I'll probably run into with activating it. But I'm going to move this over here, and I might have some text here as I'm talking because I'm going to tell you guys all about this phone. The iPhone XS Max has a 6.5-inch display. It's organic LED. That's better for battery life, so if you have a section of your screen when you're watching a video or playing a game that is black, those pixels are off entirely. They're not even on at all. So that saves tremendous amounts of battery life. It's a Super Retina display, clocking in at 2688 by 1242 pixels. That's 458 pixels per inch. It does have 3D touch, which the iPhone XR does not. They might be trying to phase out 3D touch, so this might be one of the last models with it. The display itself is HDR10 compliant, has a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, supports the P3 wide color gamut. It's a true tone display, so what it will do is it'll take in the color temperature of the room around you, and it'll make the display warmer or colder based on that, so that way it's a little easier on your eyes and it looks better. You can turn that off in settings if that's not really your thing. And the touch input on this has a 120 Hz refresh rate. The display itself does not have 120 Hz refresh rate. This is still, I believe, locked at 60. The glass on the front and on the back is, quote, the most durable glass ever in a smartphone. Last year was Gorilla Glass 5, so I would assume there's some tweaked version of that here. And because of the back being glass, it supports fast wireless charging out of the box. The stainless steel band around the edge and on the camera module right here, that is surgical grade stainless steel. It's rated IP68 for water and dust resistance. Let's talk cameras real quick, seeing as I'm on the back. The back has dual rear-facing 12 megapixel cameras. The top one up here is f1.8. It's a wide-angle optically stabilized lens. The bottom one is f2.4 aperture. It's a telephoto optically stabilized lens. These cameras, in conjunction with the A12 Bionic system on chip, which we'll talk about in a second, can be used to make smart HDR photos. It helps with portrait mode, and it helps with 4K 60 frames per second video recording, which is awesome. On the front we have the True Depth camera, which is the front-facing camera and all the sensors that make Face ID possible. It's a 7 megapixel shooter, f2.2 aperture, wide-angle lens, and it now supports 1080p at 60 frames per second video. And then if we look on the side of the phone again, you'll see these little stripes. There's one here, there's another one here on the bottom, one there. There's also one there. These are the antenna bands, and they enable gigabit class LTE. So you'll have faster uploads, faster downloads, faster connection. The SIM card tray on this model is only one. You can only put one SIM in here, but this does have dual SIM functionality. Somewhere in here under the display on the board is an eSIM. Bring that into your carrier and have them program it to have your number or have another number. This is great if you travel or you want to have your work and personal phones on one phone. And sticking on the topic of internals, we'll talk about the A12 Bionic chip next. This is, as the wise Steve Jobs would say,
these things are screamers.
This is a hexa-core design, 7 nanometers, world's first. They even beat Intel and AMD. 2 of the cores are high performance, and those 2 cores are up to 15% faster than the A11 Bionic, and that was no slouch. And the other 4 cores are high efficiency, so that'll be everyday tasks like opening up mail or browsing the web or texting your friends, and those can draw up to 50% less power than the A11. The GPU in here, which will be powering your display, is a quad-core GPU, which is 50% faster than the A11 Bionic chip, which was Apple's first in-house GPU. The neural engine in here, which controls Siri, all the AI things that Siri does, all the machine learning that goes into iOS. It's a octa-core neural engine. It's 900% faster than the A11 Bionic and can compute up to 5 trillion operations per second. So this chip is ridiculous. And it has a new image signal processor, which will take data from the cameras and make it better. That's what helps to enable the Smart HDR and also helps with more enhanced bokeh with the portrait mode shots. So this chip, which is in a phone that's about the size of my hand, this is the best chip in a phone, period. The iPhone XS and XS Max ship with 4 gigs of RAM. The XS Max has a 3174 milliamp hour L-shaped battery. You can get it in 3 storage configurations: 64, 256, which I have here, and 512 gigabytes. You can have half a terabyte in your pocket. And it comes in 3 color options: silver, space gray, and gold. There you guys have it. That is the unboxing, hands-on first impressions of Apple's brand new iPhone XS Max. I'll leave a link down below in the description to Apple's page where you can order this, as well as the standard sized iPhone XS. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something and found this helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, as well as turning on notifications so that way you don't miss whenever I upload my next video. And until the next video, this has been Jake with Technology and Toys. Have fun with your new phone, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.